Hi, so I know it's been a while since I posted a video, and unfortunately, last weekend, the reason that I didn't get it posted was that we had to travel out of state for my grandmother's funeral. And I have to say, it's the first time I've ever gone to a funeral that we could actually celebrate that person and their life and not just grieve. My grandma lived to be 104, and she had amazing quality of life the entire time. And it was kind of nice to just kind of reminisce and all the memories that we have from her. She was very much wanting to be with my grandfather again, who passed away when I was 2. And so it was nice to know that she had that opportunity and she was really ready for this. She certainly lived the fullest life that she could. So, I guess stepping aside from that, there's a good life lesson in there that really, wouldn't you like to be celebrated for your life when you pass away, even if it's earlier and unexpected? Just for people to go, they're amazing and they did what they wanted to do mostly, and they were good to others. And yeah, I think I would much rather have that than a whole grieving type of funeral, which there was not that there wasn't any grieving, but that was not the only focus, thankfully. So I guess along those lines, my thought is, it's been a long time. Have you been practicing self-care? Because if you haven't since the last time you watched one of my videos, you are long overdue. And you need to fix it. And you need to figure out what you're going to do to fix it. It's those little things. There's the saying that, it's the little things in life. But the fact is, it's true. Those little things are what spark our creativity, what give us new rejuvenation to face what we have to face or to handle what we have to handle. So if you haven't been practicing self-care, you need to get something planned this week or scheduled, whatever that may be. As simple as you're going to eat dessert after supper one day this week and you usually don't, right? Something simple, something that brings you joy, that can be complex but doesn't have to be, because life is full of those little moments. And so you want to make sure that you're spending some of those little moments on you. The other thing that I wanted to talk about today was the fact that I was watching Today's Show last week, and they were talking about the fact that there is now an official medical diagnosis of burnout. And first of all, I wasn't surprised at all. Not even a little, because, well, hello, been there, done that. But there wasn't a surprise at all. I guess my perspective when I heard it was more along the line of, oh my gosh, have we gotten to this point? Like, this is not a good thing. This is really bad. And it's so bad that it affects so many of us that they actually have an official medical diagnosis for it. We don't medical diagnose things unless it's affecting a lot of people. And it's just a very sad state of affairs. So then my other thought was, what can we do? Like, how do we change this? And I know personally is a problem. I have experienced it and kind of did what they recommended. One was that you take some time off if you can. It could even be a long weekend, but take some time if you can. Another thing was to, if possible or necessary, look for a new job And another thing that they talked about was self-care. So all of those things are definitely things that are good for you and things that you can do without actually having to go to a doctor. But I'm just saddened and scared at the idea that we're all hitting this place. We're doing it wrong. We're doing something very wrong. And to be honest, I don't know how exactly to change it. I don't know what that is. So I guess my thought is, if we change it for ourselves, then that will hopefully help for others as well. We tend to live in a very selfish society, and everything is about yourself and what you need. But when it comes to mental health, it actually is kind of about that. And the ironic part is, it's not selfish in that particular instance, because by doing that, by taking care of yourself, you're actually helping others. Whether that's your teapot's been filled and you're able to share and give to others, or you're setting an example for people who aren't doing that and really need to. That's one time that, while it may sound selfish, it really isn't. And there's no doubt that we have to do this, because it's not just somebody with mental health issues. Like, it's a lot of people. And it definitely saddens me. Like, I'm really not exactly sure where to go with it, but it saddens me. And so my hope would be that you try to avoid being in that situation yourself if you can. And if you can't, and you find yourself in that situation, my hope would be that you do what you need to turn that around for yourself. And that might not be easy. There's not a lot that's super easy in life, but those are the things that are usually worth doing. And so I really, really want to remind you to take care of yourself, to do some things to refill your teapot so that you can continue to share with others. But burnout is very real, and I know if you haven't personally experienced it, you've seen someone who has. Like, you can look at them and go, they really need to get away. They really need to take a break from what's going on. So watch out for those people. If there's something you can do to help them, to make things a little better. I mean, maybe that's the observation of, you really seem like you could use a 3-day weekend. Do you have a vacation day? Can you take a little time? And remind people that it's okay to not do anything. If all they want to do is sleep, that's not a waste of time. It's what they need for both their body and their mind. If they want to do something adventurous because that is what they enjoy, then encourage them to do that. But we really need to take care of each other as well as ourselves, because this is all going very wrong. And we have totally flipped life to look at it in a way that isn't better. There are positives from the advancements in our society, but there's also a lot of negative that's coming as a result of it too. So if you're feeling that way, if you're feeling burnout, if you know you're burnout, you're obviously far, far, far from being alone, right? And know that it's not just you. Like, to me, that's helpful to know that it's not just me, but also to know that the medical experts, doctors, are saying that you need to take care of yourself, that you need to replenish your teapot, that you need to take some time away from work. And another thing they talked about, is stepping away from your phone. Now, I say that posting a video using my phone to film it. But it's true. My family gets irritated because a lot of times I can't find my phone, or I'll leave it at home, and then I'm like, oh, if you need to contact us, I'm with your dad because he's got his phone and I don't. But I'm not sure that being able to forget my phone and not feel like it's that part of that much of a necessity for myself is a bad thing. But we're definitely doing it something wrong, and we need to start looking at it differently for ourselves. And I think in doing that, that is something that will continue to spread for others as well. So make sure you take care of yourself. If you need time away and can find a way to do that, even if it's an extra vacation day or the chance that somebody watches your kids so you can have a night alone, whatever it is, you need to find that so that you aren't in a burnout situation. And if you are, you need that because you need to get out of that situation. So that's all I have for this time. We'll see you next week. Bye.